Meter on this one. Louder on the Reggae South Splash Show. I'm about to link him up on live on the Reggae South Splash Show. Yeah. I'm gonna fit you in. Make sure you watch us live on Facebook. The Reggae South Splash Show page live on Facebook. Yes, I saw the thing go, man. Lovely Sunday.
Can be broke.
Two pockets.
Broken can be broke.
This is a big tune from Meter and the Cornerstone.
Can the giants tell the con man? Can be broken. Broken can be broken. Hey, there's two pockets. One of them is broken. Everything good we do goes on the wrong pocket. Hey, there's two pockets. One of them is broken. Why everything good we do goes on the wrong pocket. Play music and heal all men. Play music. Play music.
Yo, them man, I'm called here. This we are listening to the Reggae Sound Splash Show on Wood's Radio H every Sunday. You don't know. I saw the thing go.
Greetings.
Greetings, my lord.
Yes, I. Greetings, King Man.
How are you doing?
Good, good. And you? How are you?
I'm also fine.
Nice, nice.
It's African link up. Me tell you for it. It's an African link up, man.
Yes, I. Yes, I. Nice.
If you are listening to the show,
Nice.
if you are listening to the show, we are live on Facebook, Reggae Sound Splash Show page on Facebook. So you can link up and watch me live in the studio for my nice outfit, you know, by courtesy Esteemed Fashions in East Legon. Yeah, man. And my brethren, bonjour.
You hear me very well?
Yeah, man, I hear you clear loud and clear in the studio, man.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Bonjour, how are you doing?
Good, 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 good. You know, cannot complain.
Okay.
Everything irie.
Yeah, man. Okay. You are welcome to the funniest reggae show. Can you introduce my listeners who listen to the show?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, can you please
But
introduce
is-
yourself, my listeners who listen to the show?
Do you hear me? I have problem hearing you.
Okay, I said,
Hello?
can you please introduce yourself, my listeners who listen to the show? I can hear you clearly on the studio, man. Your line is
Yes, greetings, greetings. My name is Meta Ja from the band The Meta and the Cornerstones. I'm from Senegal, West Africa, Dakar precisely. And I've been based in New York the past 20 years. I'm a reggae artist, you know. Yes.
Okay. First of all, I want to say, big up yourself for your album being considered in the Grammy Award for the best reggae album.
Give thanks. Yes, I.
Okay. So,
Yeah, man.
which year did you start your music career as an artist? Because you moved from Senegal to the US. Which year did you start your music career?
I have problem hearing you, huh?
Can you listen to the show? Because you are live here in the studio.
Oh,
I'm getting you clearer in the studio. So like
yes.
if you can stand well for me to talk to you well.
Yes, I can hear you now. It's getting
Okay.
clear.
I said, which year did you kickstart your music career as an artist? Because I know you moved from Senegal to the US way back 20 years now.
Yes. Well, you know, I started in Senegal pretty much in a hip hop movement. I was a rapper. And that's where I started pretty much messing around with music. But I used to also play guitar at that time and sing and rap, you know. But when I moved to New York in 2001, that's when I started, you know, vibing more with reggae music, because that time also in the East Village, there were few reggae bands that were friends of mine. So I used to join them and, you know, flow, do some flows, hip hop, sing here and there, play guitar. So, and with that time, you know, my English started to get pretty much better. I started to understand reggae music lyrically and spiritually. I felt connected to the music because even when I was a rapper, my lyrics was also to about that spiritual content, that conscious message.
Every Sunday, you don't know
So
so the thing go.
and that's how reggae started,
Yo, them
speaking
and
to
them
me
come check
loudly.
this. You are listening
So
to the Reggae Sun
and
Splash
it
Show
just went
every Sunday.
naturally,
Every Sunday, you
went with
don't
the
know so
flow,
the
and
thing
yeah,
go.
that's how it started.
Yo, okay, let me ask you this question.
You are listening to
You
Reggae
did
Sun
you did
Splash
a
Show
solid song
every Sunday.
on
You don't
Bob
know so
Marley's
the thing go.
cover art song Concrete Jungle alongside his own son, Julian Marley and Malik Works.
Yeah, man.
How was the feeling when you link up with Julian Marley on its own for the song Concrete Jungle?
Well, it was a very beautiful time because it was 2013, I think. We went to Jamaica, me and my band, with one of the wonderful producer, great man called
Yo, them
Sidney
and them come
Mills.
check this. You are listening to
And
Reggae Sun Splash Show
we went there
every
at Tough
Sunday. You
Gong to
don't know so
record
the thing go.
my second album, Ancient Power.
Okay.
So arriving there, that's when we had a chance, to meet many great artists like Damian Marley, Julian Capleton, U-Roy, it's like Jamaica family style. So pretty much from there, them knowing too. Also, I come from Africa. It was like a, very natural that feeling, that recognition, and that wanting to, come together and do music. You know what I mean? So it was a very special moment, also mostly for me. Because doing reggae and realizing one day out of Africa to New York and to Jamaica, one of the places, even if when I wasn't a reggae artist, I was thinking about Jamaica when I was in Senegal, that one day I wanted to be there. So being there, mostly being in Bob Marley's studio, it meant a lot to me, it was an overwhelm of joy. So things happen naturally. I collaborate with
Yo, them and them come
Damien
check this. You are
and
listening to Reggae Sun Splash Show
Julian
every
Marley, Capleton,
every
Uroy.
Sunday.
So
You don't
with
know so the
also
thing go.
great musicians like, Squidly Cole, drummers, C Sharp, Bo P, Axman. So meet wonderful people like Raquel, who was holding to also to that time our PR. So it was like a family thing. And when I recorded with Damien and Julian, so it was two featurings also I have with the brothers. So, but the album that time didn't match pretty much the song Concrete Jungle. So we said, okay, we're just gonna release the beloved Africa, and when we come up with a content that song will match, we knew that it would happen one day to release that song either or a single or in an album. But with this album, the concept of the album, everything matched, so we released the song.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But it
Okay.
was beautiful.
Okay. Hold on from this is the Reggae Sun Splash Show. We are live on Facebook. If you are listening to the show, we are live on Facebook, the Reggae Sun Splash Show page. And we are also live across the world. We are transmitting live from Accra, Ghana, Africa. This is yours to the Commander in Chief, the Bob Marley son, Djmarleycure. Mita,
Yeah, man.
you did a song with Daniel Marley, My Beloved Africa.
Yeah.
In the song, the lyrics in the song shows that you wanted to, to let the world know that there's something good in Africa that most people don't know. What is the feeling or what's the motivation behind the song?
Yeah, the motivation behind the song is, a lot of times
Yo, them
when
and them
you
come
are
check this. You are
in
listening
the
to Reggae Sun
house, you
Splash
don't
Show
get to see the house pretty much
every Sunday. You
clearly.
don't
You
know
can
so the
see,
thing
but
go.
it's too close. So when you get out, a lot of time, the continent, you'll have a better overview, because it's a mirror. You get to see. So when I went to the US, reminiscing back Africa and seeing the greatness, the smile, the love that the people have,
Okay.
even though sometimes there are a lot of struggle, but to just see that human feel, that inspired me, first of all, to write the song. And I wanted to, give gratitude to that beloved Africa. I said, "You're my nice one," because when we said Africa, we think about the mother, the father, the ancestries, the brothers, the sisters, all of that. And so that's what inspired this song, and also to culture. Yeah,
Yeah. Joe,
African
Djmarleycure
culture
Cure this. You are listening to Reggae
is
Sunsplash Show
rich, bro.
on West
It's,
Reggae
it's, it
H every
spreads
Sunday. You don't
all
know. See
around
the
the
thing now.
world.
Okay.
That's why I mentioned that from the day that the beat dropped, we've been there.
Okay. Let me.
Because whatever music that is being played out there, the ancestry took it
Okay.
to the islands, to different places, and it unfold and become also something else branded with that environment that they were living, and
Yes.
and that spiritual, feel that they were feeling. But this foundation, all of this, root of sound, pretty
Okay.
much is coming from Africa, and
Okay.
that's what I mean by there. Yeah, man.
Okay. So let me ask you. You did a song somewhere in Africa, alongside Peter Morgan of Morgan Heritage fame. Um,
Yeah.
you love Africa. You come from Africa. You don't want to lose your roots and culture, because I've seen that you have done so
Yeah.
many songs, and using the title Africa. Could you Would you like to? I mean, feature those big artists on one song, like 6 or 4 of them on one song to sing for, like an African song, when you have the chance.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
Djmarleycure Cure
like
this. You are listening to Reggae Sunsplash Show on
features
West
that
Reggae
speaks
H
about
every Sunday. You
Africa,
don't know. See the
mostly
thing now.
from our region, coming from the island and different places in the diaspora, because that way too we get to hear their feeling and they vibration towards it. Example, if you pick up somewhere in Africa, there is another part of Africa I'm talking about,
Yeah.
the part that some tribes struggle between themselves and not having peace between them. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Okay.
And in that song, that's what I was highlighting, the tribal fight. And we need that peace, love,
Yo,
and harmony
Djmarleycure Cure this. You are listening to Reggae Sunsplash
before
Show
anything,
on West Reggae H
the
every Sunday. You don't know.
unification
See the
of
thing now.
Africa.
Greetings in the name of the Most High, Jah Rastafari. Greetings, Jah people. This is the Holy Dube, chilling with DJ Djmarleycure on the Reggae Sunsplash every Sunday, 3 to 6 on the Goodies Radio. Ghana.
Yeah, you are back on the line. The line went off.
Yes, back online. Yes, I.
Sorry for
Yeah,
that. For our listeners who are listening to the
no
show.
problem. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
man. Like I was saying,
okay.
yeah. So pretty much, the unification of Africa, and I thought about Peter Morgan because when I was in Senegal, going to school, so it was an artist that I really love his work, the vocal presence, and he wasn't only touching the reggae head people, I would say, but the hip hop even people, because the way he's melodious, with his music, and it was like it has a feel of rock and hip hop, all of that. So and I it inspires so many people, mostly in Senegal. They love
Yo,
Morgan Heritage,
Djmarleycure Cure
and I
this. You are
knew
listening
that
to
that
Reggae
was
Sunsplash Show
the
on West
perfect
Reggae H.
artist also to bridge that kind of music and talking about Africa. So that's how we did it, and it was amazing.
Okay. So let me ask you this question: how many albums do you have so far in your music career?
So far, I have 4 albums.
Okay. Can you give out the titles of some albums? The title of
The
album.
first album,
Okay.
the first album was recorded around 2008. It's called Forward Music. It was my first, I would say, 5 years in New York, and it's an album very wide open blend with hip hop, rock, soul, all of that. And the second album is called Ancient Power, which is I recorded at Tough Gong Studio in Jamaica,
Yo, them man
which
them
have
procure
also
this
to the
reality
yard
reggae sound
feel
splash show
sound,
on Wood's
you know,
Radio
because I
each every
co-produced it
Sunday. Don't
also
know.
with
So the
Sydney
thing go.
Mills. So we kind of brought a lot of, you know, rubber dub style, things like that, heavy roots. The third album is called Hira, which is I produced the entire album myself by giving it also to the other genres of music that I love, you know, jazz, you know, classic music, all of that, blending it into reggae music, flamenco, all of that. And the fourth album also too, which is I produced the whole album myself. You know, I did two songs though that I co-produced with a different producer, but by giving it also to the color of forward music, Hira album, Ancient Power, all of that blended together with also to a new feel of Sing J style. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Okay, hold on for me. This is a Reggae Sound Splash show. Once again, if you are listening to the show, you are watching us live on Facebook, you can send in your questions so that I can ask Mita live on the show. So, Mita, let me ask you.
Yeah, man.
I've watched so many clips, your clips on YouTube this morning, and I feel it very well because I love reggae music. I feel it very well because I seen you love live band 10 reggae music,
Yeah,
live
man.
band 10. I love it. I love it because I seen that you do live studio sessions when you are recording your songs.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Well, you know, I love live music, you know, because it's the human feel, you know, it's not a machine.
Okay.
You get to feel,
Yo, them man them procure this
because
reality reggae
man
sound splash show
itself is
on Wood's Radio
spiritual, you
each
know what
every
I
Sunday.
mean,
You don't know.
a
So the
human
thing
being.
go.
So
Okay.
when you play, you know, with your hands, you know, with your soul, with your spirit, there is a different vibration that comes out. So it's not a like computer beat machine, you know.
Yeah.
Even though it's nice, some heavy sounds comes out of there, but for me, the real sound comes out of uh, people. It's people who plays it, and that live band it gives you all of that. So that's why I love live music.
Okay, let me ask you
Yeah,
this question. Your album it's being considered in the Grammy for the best reggae album.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
How is it feeling as an artist? How is it feeling whereby your songs or your album is being considered as the best reggae album in the Grammys? How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like um, all of this, is beautiful. Is not actually the
Yo, them
album
man
is not a
procure this
Gram.
reality
It
reggae sound
didn't win
splash
the
show on
Grammy
Wood's
yet,
Radio
and
each
it's not
every
even
Sunday.
on
You
the
don't know. So the thing
five
go.
nominated albums. So it's selected like any other album, like 52 albums that are considered towards the Grammy, which is a beautiful thing. So anyway, getting that recognition is not only for me. Yes, it's for Africa continent
Yeah.
because I feel like these little things like Grammy, things like that, is nothing but an inspiration for me, towards African reggae music to also be seen and give chance to be part of also this world reggae recognition. Because something sometimes does bother me when we talk about reggae. You never hear reggae, European reggae, but they talk about always African reggae. But it's reggae music.
Yeah.
You don't need those titles, those things. It's reggae music. It's
Yeah.
just either letting Africa be also part of it and bring is part of the puzzle, you know.
Yes, sir.
And that's how I see it. And when it comes to trophy, all of that is beautiful. But
Okay.
for me, honestly, the thing I want to see is the message to be heard,
Okay.
the message that's in the
Okay.
music to be heard,
Oh,
the
oh,
music to spread, and Africa also to be considered
okay.
in the music that is bringing in this world, to be also part of that whole beauty that is going on, that recognition, you
Okay.
know? Yeah.
Okay. So hold on from let me play Two Pockets, one of your songs on your album, Two Pockets. Let me play for my listeners who
Yeah.
are listening to the show and who are also watching us live on the Facebook to also know that this is the song from Mita and the Cornerstone Band. Yo, the man I'm called Cure this. We are listening to the Reggae Sound Splash Show on Woodies Radio GH every Sunday. You don't know. I saw the thing go.
Skies are clear this morning. After thunder, rain, and lightning. By fall, Lampasher Rafal is loyalty to Bamba. Khadim Sunumamagiye. When these tyrants trying to silence can be broken, broken can be broken. Conquer lions, tend the giants, tell the conmen.
I'm the Two Pocket song by
Can
Mita and the Cornerstone Band.
broken,
This is a big tune, man.
broken.
Me foot late, man.
There
You don't know I saw the thing with the man is live on the line.
is
Straight from the US.
good we do goes on their own pocket.
Reggae music.
Two pockets, one of them is broken. Why everything good we do goes on their own pocket. Play music and heal all men. Play music.
Yes, sir. What a tune, man. It's a big tune, this man. You feel it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Two Pockets. And you have so many big songs out there. You have some so-called Majesty, Conqueror, Liberation. I mean, it's a whole lot of big tunes out there on YouTube. As I watch it,
Yeah.
it's like an African can sing such a lovely. I mean, reggae is about message. I always say,
Yes.
reggae is about message. So,
Message, for real.
what's the pillar or motivation behind you when you go to the studio to record? What motivates you a lot to come up with such eclectic songs?
Yeah, you know, I would say my first motivation is writing. I love writing, you know.
Yeah.
I think I start writing before I even start with music. I used to write when I was in elementary school, you know, because also too, I have a father who's a writer also, who loved writing. My grandpa too loved writing. So I started with poems, things like that, and after starting some political writing, things like that, highlighting things that we were facing in Senegal. So writing is my first motivation, and you know, and that's where it started. And when music come, I felt like everything blended, you know. And reggae music, why I also love it is because of the message. And I feel like with music, you know, it's about message. The root of that is a message, you know. Meditation, empowerment, you know, highlighting things, educating, you know, uplifting. For me, music is about that. Yeah.
Okay. So, can you give out your social media handles? Once I want to follow you on social media platform.
Yes, we are on Instagram also. It's at metaandthecornerstones.com on Facebook. And we have also a website, www.metaandthecornerstones.com. And the streaming platforms are out there, iTunes, you know, Spotify, Tidal. You know, yeah, it's easy to find. Google it. Yeah, man.
This is an African Unite, you know, Ghana, Senegal, you know, African people.
Yes,
This is
I.
from West
Yes,
Africa.
big up Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you, aside being to Senegal as a Senegalese, have you performed outside Senegal, in any of the other African countries?
Yeah, I've been like a few places like the Ethiopia, Morocco, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Gambia, Reunion Island, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the places I've been. Yeah, but and also too, I met a lot of African artists, from Ghana, from Nigeria, New York also too. You see that whole continent here, collaborate even with some artists from Ghana, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, great.
It's a
Yes,
blessing.
sir.
It's a blessing to link up with you. So can you big up some people? Can you big up some people before you go?
Yes, I will big up entire Ghana, big up and much love and respect, And yeah, Ghana, I consider the place warrior, them warriors, And they are putting a beautiful piece, for the African continent,
Okay.
from the, so many corners, I'm a big fan of the football team, you know what I mean? And some great artists like One Love, Jibril, the African,
Okay.
so many other great artists that are there. So I cannot cite all of them by name, but much love and respect, and to the whole continent of Africa. Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for
And
passing.
especially to you, though. the cure.
Yeah, man, Cure again. It's a
Yes, sir.
it's a blessing to link up with you, and I know. I mean, be safe out there, okay? Hello.
Hello.
I said
Yeah,
be safe.
connection.
Be safe out there, okay? God bless
Yeah,
us.
man.
Respect and manners.
God
Okay?
bless, bro. Respect and love. Yeah, man. Manners. Yeah, man.
Low pocket somebody, meter in the cornerstone. Me tell you, the man is a big man now, don't know. Said Cure again, coming to give you more again. So watch out for the next interview, man.
Skies.
Big up to everyone that tuned into the show. Who also watching me live on Facebook, the Reggae Sound Splash Show page.
Thunder.
It's a blessing to link up with you, Rastafari.
By fire. Lamp
You know all the thing go.
loyalty.
Reggae music is something that you feel.
Hands
It's not just something that you hear from your ears.
what
Listen carefully.
trying
Reggae music is something that you feel in your heart,
can be
not something that you hear in your ears.
can be
Me tell you for real. Big up Mita for passing through the Reggae Sound Splash Show, and most definitely,
man
where Djmarleycure, Janumo,
broken.
accept the Most High Jah Rastafari Emperor Haile Selassie. Give thanks for life.
There
Life,
pockets.
it's a big thing.
Enough them.
Me tell you for real.
Everything good we do goes on their own pocket.